Welcome back, fans, to the ECHL Insider. I'm your host, Garrett Hunter, and yes, we have finally made it week one of the 2024-2025 ECHL regular season. Here we go, the moment we've been waiting for. So excited to get this year kicked off. 29 ECHL teams this year, including 2 expansion franchises, and one of those franchises will kick off this week. We will talk about later in the episode. So why not get started with the top 5 games of the first week of the regular season? And boy, are there's a lot of great games on the slate. And here we will update you on the top 5 games coming into week one. We will start at the top at number 5, where it will be the Wheeling Nailers and the Maine Mariners kicking off on Friday and Saturday. Wheeling, first game in the North Division for these guys. Totally different schedule for them. They used to play in the Central Division, but moved up to the North Division. And really interesting, I think, with the geographic closeness of the Norfolk Admirals, also in the North Division, should be a very interesting year for the Nailers. But they will get things kicked off in Portland, Maine, against the Mariners, who have some big expectations this year. Back-to-back appearances in the playoffs, 3 in a row, but they all were eliminated in the first round. So they want to make a deep playoff run. Wheeling wants to make a deep playoff run. They showed how good they were last year. So 2 teams with big expectations coming in to start right off the bat in week 1. And at number 4, the Orlando Solar Bears and Greenville Swamp Rabbits will get things started on Friday night. And these 2 teams met in the South Division semifinals. It was the Solar Bears pulling off the big upset to knock off the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 4-2. And Greenville, the number 1 team in the South Division last year, was eliminated in just the first round. So on this ice, the last time the Swamp Rabbits had a game, it was handshakes against these Solar Bears. That's fresh in their minds still, fresh in the fans' minds. I think they want to get back at the Solar Bears. And just from the get-go, game 1 of 72, you had that chance on home ice against the Solar Bears. I think this is a huge game for the Swamp Rabbits, big game for the Solar Bears. Never easy to win in Greenville, and they will have an opportunity to do that on Friday night. And at number 3, another playoff series from last year, the North Division Finals. Adirondack Thunder and Norfolk Admirals will do business Friday and Saturday night from the Norfolk Scope. Admirals still got that bitter taste in their mouth. Last time they were out on the ice, they were shaking hands with the Adirondack Thunder. A 4-2 win for Adirondack. I think huge games just right out of the gate for both teams. Norfolk had a huge step last year. Adirondack a huge step last year. Big expectations for these 2 franchises to win the North Division, and it will start against 2 very good opponents this weekend. And at number 2 on the slate, you guessed it, another playoff rematch. The Florida Everblades and Jacksonville Icemen met in the South Division semifinals. They will meet at the ViaStar Veterans Memorial Arena on Saturday night. Everblades coming off an electrifying 3-peat of Kelly Cups. Jacksonville coming off of blowing a 3-1 lead against these Everblades. They were up 3-1 in the playoffs, lost 3 in a row to Florida, and a very, very bitter taste in their mouth. Last time they were out on the ice, on home ice, they were shaking hands with these Florida Everblades in Game 7. So it's a rematch at Jacksonville, where the playoff series ended in the spring. I think just a huge opportunity for Jacksonville. They want this win. They want to get off on the right foot. Big road game next week for them against Tahoe. They want to get off to the right foot at home against a very good Florida team. And our top game of the week will not disappoint. The Toledo Walleye travel to Illinois to take on the Bloomington Bison. Bloomington's first game in franchise history on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon against the Walleye. So much anticipation for this. Bloomington, no easy task though when you open a season against these Walleye, a very accomplished team who made it to the conference finals last year. So Toledo, you don't really have a whole lot of film on Bloomington. They played one preseason game, but other than that, not a whole lot that Toledo knows about Bloomington because they've only played one preseason game, no regular season games. So I think a very unique challenge for both teams. Bloomington, obviously, they can study Toledo. They're a very accomplished team and how they played last year. But for Toledo, not a lot of game film on Bloomington. They're going to have to bring their game if they want to get these wins. But overall, it should be very exciting to see Bloomington take the ice for the first time in franchise history on Saturday night. Well, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We will get you updates on these games and more next week when we talk about week 2 of the regular season.